Hello, Pisces, and welcome to Tifa's Tarot. And I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And we are going to go ahead and look at your 2024 yearly predictions, okay? So, for this reading, we are pulling 12 cards. I've already meditated on your energy and I've got your cards pulled out. So, the cards that I've pulled have come from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, okay? So, this is an Oracle deck that is fixed around astrology, right? So I've pulled a card, an astrological card that corresponds with the zodiac sign, okay? So in all of those combinations, that's going to be looking at your dominant energy for that particular month. So my recommendation for you Pisces at this time is to go ahead, grab some pen and a pencil, grab a pen or a pencil and something to write on, notebook or something, where you can just write what your yearly predictions are going to look like, and so that you can be kind of ready for this energy to surface when that month comes around for you, okay? So this is going to be a general reading, so all messages will not apply. Only the important ones will come out for those Pisces who need to hear that message, all right? So remember, I hope it applies. But if that message doesn't, you gotta just let that fly. So we've pulled those cards already. But in addition to that, as I've already pulled them, I'll tell you what these cards represent. But we're also gonna clarify each message with 2 cards, or 3, depends on how many come out, with the Gilded Tarot Royale, okay? So we'll pull some tarot just to kind of personalize those messages or clarify them for the particular energy that we're talking about for this month, all right? So we're starting with January, ending in December of 2024. Now, if you are Pisces and it is in your sun or your moon or your rising, then it is my sincerest intention that this reading will resonate with you in some capacity and that you are able to receive these messages and apply them to your life always, always, always for your highest good, all right? Let's go ahead and get started into your reading. Please do comment, like, and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And go ahead and save this video for the end of 2024 and see if any of these predictions have actually come to fruition for you, all right? Let's go ahead and get into it. Our first card that you have for the month of January, dear Pisces, is Mercury in Aquarius, okay? So Mercury is the planet, or that one of those fastest moving planets you probably heard about being in retrograde. But what Mercury's purpose in our lives is all about communication. It's communication that we are giving out, or communication that's being received by us, okay? Now, when Mercury is in an Aquarius, this could be shocking news that's coming in. It could be something that's unexpected, that is forcing you to take in a very principled humanitarian approach to it, all right? Because it talks about, it's going to require some originality, right, for you to process what you need to do with this information. So I see information coming to you that could be a little shocking in nature, and it's going to require a unique solution for you, okay? Let's go ahead and just clarify more about that. What is this Mercury in Aquarius for Pisces during this time? Show me more information about this energy. Okay. Whatever is being communicated towards you, you're going to get a handle up on it, because you got that 6 of Wands here, which guarantees some victory or success when it comes to the solution that you come up with. Okay. Definitely communication. Like I said, 8 of Wands is all about, it's fast moving communication. It's how we talk to people. It's about communication coming towards us, or us needing to talk to people about something that's important. And then you got the 3 of Pentacles. So for some Pisces, this could be some shocking news that's coming around your work, right? With the 3 of Pentacles, or someone or something that you're collaborating with, right? But it's definitely a message that's coming through. And even though it could start off the year with it being a little bit shocking, it's going to just require you to just be a little bit original on of how you approach this communication, okay? So that's what I see for that first month. It comes in with boom, you're going to be hearing some news of something shocking that kind of comes in for you, okay? Now, let's move to February. We moved to February, and the lovely card that you got was Venus in Capricorn, all right? So Venus is we call it the planet of love, right? But it's really the planet of how we have our partnerships with other people that we care about, but it's also how we Venusian energy is also very tangible. It's our goods that are around us, right? It's our home, it's our family, it's our networks, right? So that is also, it's our jobs in some ways too, is Venusian energy. It's like things that are very tangible that we take comfort in as well. So you got the convention card, which is a Venus in Capricorn. Capricorn is known for being very hardworking. So when I interpret this, this is approaching love from a very dutiful way, from a very responsible way, from for understanding that you have responsibilities to your loved ones, to, to that, right? That you have responsibilities to people and adhering to those responsibilities. But it's also about not just being dutiful, but also having a lot of perseverance when it comes to your capacity of love, right? This could also be, and some I've read that Venus and Capricorn could also indicate like love affairs where there is like an age difference too. So that could also be something that kind of comes into your situation where you could be the sugar daddy or the sugar mama for somebody, or you maybe the baby, I don't know, right? But there could be possibly something along those lines that this, like, age gap love could also be highlighted here. Let's go ahead and just let's clarify that Venus and Capricorn for Pisces. Okay. Whatever this is, ooh, I don't like this. So, whatever this is, it's you standing up for yourself with the Seven of Wands. And what you're standing up against, somebody basically trying to rob you and take all your money, trying to take from you on a resource level. That's gonna leave, and you're not about to let anybody like leave you heartbroken or depressed or disappointed in some way. Okay. So I see you having limits, actually, like even though you feel like responsible for certain people and you feel that you have this presence of being dutiful to to the people that you feel responsible for, I do see you during this time really taking control over that to avoid being overused on a resource level or a level where you're going to feel like people are disappointing you in some way. There is a limit to that, and I'm happy to see that for you during that month of February. I see you standing your ground on that. All right. Now let's look at your March. March comes along, and right on schedule, you've got the Sun in Aries here as your dominant energy. And the Sun is in Aries during the end of March as well. So, is that right? Yeah, it is. I don't know. Yes. Yes, it is. So you've got the Sun in Aries, right? Which is all about assertion, but that Sun in Aries energy is very bold. But let's first talk about the Sun. So the Sun is like what you are projecting, is like what people are seeing from you. It's the image that you are giving and the way that you are communicating, or just how you're being is what you're showing people, right? Because the Sun is all about the light being shined upon you. So it's like what you're appearing to be. So with that Sun in Aries, it's like you're appearing to be very bold, very aggressive at this time. You are very... hold on. Yeah, you could be wanting to have a lot of control, like in terms of things that you want, okay? But let's clarify what this is about. Okay. So I definitely, okay, I see a new start for you here too. Aries season is the start of the new year as well, like in a lot of cultures, right? It's like the start of springtime. So I do see a new start here, and it has something to do with your overall big picture of where you kind of see your life going. But I do see a lot of independence here, a lot of financial responsibility, and you really just taking care of yourself. But having that be kind of a new thing for you. And it kind of makes sense with the month previous to that, when we talked about you with that Venus in Capricorn, where it's like, in order for you to love somebody, you feel like you have to like give, because you have the sense of duty, and you can persevere through that. It's like you have it, you're very successful due to all of your hard work. But at the same time, you've put a boundary up, right, with that Seven of Wands. So what we see in the next month in April is you I'm sorry, in March, what we see the next month in March is you in that Son of Aries position where you're just being bold, you're being impulsive, you're being confident in regards to like what your overall big picture for what you want your life to be. And it's something that's going to be a very new idea for you to start implementing, but it's definitely something that's going to increase your level of like financial independence or just independence in general, where it's like you don't have to give, you don't have to you don't need to give, you don't need to receive from anybody at this time. Okay, so let's move on to April. So April, you have some more sun energy. Remember, sun is very self, is what you are appearing, what you're showing people. Okay, and here you've got the sun in Capricorn. So the sun in Capricorn focuses in on your achievements, your goals. This could look like promotions at work. This could be you being very influential to others around you, or maybe someone being influential to you. But this really does indicate, this shows or highlights the hard work that you've done, and that people are able to see this work that you've done, that what you've been able to achieve with this work that you're doing. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify that. Okay, Ten of Pentacles, your money is looking right. Okay, Ten of Pentacles that's like inheritance. That's being able, that's like more than enough. That's like you have surplus at this point. You've been able to achieve that. You could give to people if you really wanted to. Okay, but you've got that Seven of Swords here. So this is being manipulative, sneaky. This energy could be around you. You should be careful about people being a little bit sneaky and you are manipulative. Trying to be some trickery and deceit could be rife or around you. Okay. So being very careful of deceptive or manipulative energies that are going to be around you in the month of April. Okay. But I do see your money looking good. I see that there's going to be some type of residual effect from hard work that you've been doing. And it's not something that you've just been doing like for a day or a week or a month. Like it's like longevity hard work. So I see that really, you're starting to see the result of that by the time April comes around. All right. So when we get to May, so we're well into spring season, we get to May, you've got another sun energy, but here you've got the sun in Sagittarius. So what that could look like is you're very open-minded, optimistic at this time, very travel-oriented. You could be looking at traveling. You could have an interest in expanding your mind philosophically, right? Maybe there's a new interest or a new philosophy that kind of steps hold in your life that you're focusing in on at this time. And it could even require you to travel. I don't know. But in this energy, you, like I said, are very open-minded. It sounds like you're very happy at this time as well, too, right? When May comes around, it's going to be a good month for you. Let's go ahead and clarify May, that sun in Sagittarius energy. Let's clarify that. Okay. So, we got the the Six of Cups, which has something to do with children, if you have children, or something to do with your youth or a person that you go way back with. So this could be opening up, traveling with a person, but you also got the Three of Swords. So there's something that's very heartbreaking about this month as well. So even though you're very optimistic and open-minded about something, it could be like your child kind of comes in and just kind of hurts your feelings a little bit, or just kind of heartbreaks you. But I do see that regardless of that mishap that happens, you're very much in this energy of just, and maybe you travel to get away from it and not to deal with that. But I do see you being very very focused on just the other, and just like ignoring like the bad things that are happening in your life at this time. Okay, so let's go ahead and move to June. By the time you get to June, April, May, June, July, August. So by the time you get to June, you've got Mars and Aquarius. So Mars energy, this is the first Mars card you've had. So Mars energy is all about how you assert yourself. This is like, in what ways are you aggressive to receive the things that you want in life, okay? So when this is in Aquarius, that Mars in Aquarius looks to be that you're acting based on principles that are just, that are fair, that are idealistic in nature, that are not necessarily the status quo, because the the message of this card is called rebellion, right? It's not just going along with what everyone else does, right? It's standing out and doing things that you know are the right things to do. Okay, so let's clarify what that can mean for you. Let's clarify this Mars and Aquarius energy for you. All right, so you got the Page of Cups, right, which is all about messages of love. There's sweet messages. It could also be messages coming from a youth, a young person, right, towards you. And then you've got the Eight of Cups, which is about walking away from dissatisfying situations, okay? So, so for example, I can see this in a situation where perhaps you have a kid who, like, they hit you up all the time and they want this A, B, C, and D for you, right? Maybe early on in the year, you've kind of stood your ground and just been like, hey, I can't just, like, give you everything at this time, right? So I see that the way you approach a situation with a younger person in your life that you have very, like, a joyful connection with, but kind of what I see you doing is just doing what is the right thing to do. And that is like walking away from whatever is benefiting them but not benefiting you. And even if you feel like it's the right thing to do is just to give in to them, you're not gonna do it. You're not doing that this month. You're rebelling against your prior self, right? You're rebelling against being overly generous, or there's something about yourself that you've started when you started, like, being a little bit more assertive, that takes ground here, where you're not being swayed by people just saying nice things to you anymore, right? Okay. So let's get to July. So by the time you get to July, you've got the sun in Aquarius. So we have another sun energy here. Remember, the sun is reflective. It's like what you are showing to other people. So that sun in Aquarius is like this appearance of being very unique, being very idealistic, having original ideas and thoughts, right? Here is idealism, right? It's Aquarian energy is very much out of the box. It's thinking on your own and not needing other people to confirm or deny things for you. Okay. And this, you got the King of Cups. Okay, so this is being very mature on an emotional level. And then you've got the Judgment. So something happens in the month of July where you are going to be called upon. There's like a reckoning, so to speak, right? When that Judgment card comes, and it's asking you if you are operating from an open heart space, right? Is your heart chakra open at this time? Does it give you the freedom? Like, do you have a balanced approach to love that doesn't require a manipulation or some type of tactic, right, to get it across? Like, are you giving that? Are you receiving it? Because we mirror the images that we, at times, right, we can mirror the images that we feel we deserve. Okay, so you're really taking a look at that and seeing, like, the unique ways and how you show up for people. And you're really being called to have a mature conversation with yourself about, like, how open is your heart without being a sucker. Okay. So I see that being very prevalent in your energy in July. Let's go ahead to August. Now, when we get to August, you've got Aries. You've got Saturn in Aries. So Saturn is what we call Father Time. Saturn is about in what ways are we restricted? Are we limited, right? And these limitations are just the reality, okay? It's just like there's 24 hours in a day. You can only do so much in those 24 hours. So you have to choose what to do. A lot of those things are already written for you, right? A lot of us got to go to work. A lot of us have to get sleep. A lot of us, we're just trying to do, right, all of these things. So the Judgment card, or I would say the Saturn and Aries is about really being impulsive in the way that we do things. So it's really telling us at this time, because it's telling us that we need to relax, or we need to, like, maybe at this time that you're taking things a little too serious, or it could be like you're pushing your way into situations and you're just doing a lot of work, and there's a lot of yourself that, like, you're so ambitious for yourself that it's you, like, you need to just chill. Okay, so when that Saturn comes in Aries, it's like the way that you're operating is very like a risk mode at this time. Okay, and you just kind of need to slow down before you burn yourself out. All right, so let's clarify that. So I can see it's very possible in the month of August that you can receive a new opportunity, a new financial opportunity, maybe a job or a project or something that comes in that's new. And it's like you are going to run that tendency to like burn yourself at both ends. Okay. And so you've got to really enact some smart strategies here with that King of Swords, which is all about working smarter, not harder. Okay. You've got to utilize ways to do that, to avoid that burnout. So I see a new possibility coming into August where you're lucky in some ways, but it's going to be like putting you in a position where it's just like pedal to the metal, right? And you need to just kind of relax, and you're going to have to incorporate ways of how to intellectually manage your time better, period. That's how it's going to go for you in August. All right. September. So we get to September. Now we get to September. So we're entering into our fall, right? And you get the moon in Virgo. So some things happen to you. It could be there's a breakdown in your health due to stress or anxiety, but it's like you have this sense of perfecting things and putting things in order. And I see here that you could be putting health routines in order. You're just trying to become a better, more efficient person in your life, right? And I see that perhaps like what's happened to you in August, where you've been so busy like exploring this new opportunity, could have led to a burnt out, could have led to like subsequent other things happening to you where there's been some type of breakdown that's requiring you now to kind of put things in order, put things that make sense to you at the forefront. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify that. Okay. So, I see lots of fun here, but then I see an end to that. So it's like the way in which you are having fun, it's being shifted a little bit here, because that Knight of Wands is definitely like pursuing joy, pursuing like, what do you call it? Like, what is that word? Leisure, right? It's pursuit of leisure. But I see that's coming to an end, and it's coming to an end because there is this real need to be more purposeful about yourself, your life, and your time, where you're putting things in order. You're reprioritizing, right, in that month of September. So by the time we get to October, you enter into the Sun in Cancer energy. So another Sun energy, which is, like I said, very self-reflective. So this Sun in Cancer, the word for it is resourcefulness. But this is a very nurturing attachment card, right? This could be a time in October where you find yourself very family focused, okay? Very focused in on what's happening to your family or in your home. And that's going to be that focus for you during this time, right? Let's clarify that. Okay, we got the Magician, so you're able to manifest some things that are going to work very well for you and your family. Okay, and you've got the Three of Cups, and perhaps also your friends, but this could also mean staying home and spending more time with your family. I see that being more of a focus, and this could be like staying at home with your family, going out with your family, but just spending time and actually having fun, like quality, good time with members of your family, right? So that's going to be the highlight in October. In December, I'm sorry, November, I'm skipping December. In November, November is Saturn. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that Saturn? No, that is. I forgot that symbol. I believe. No, that's not Saturn. This is Mercury? Or Mars? No, it's Mercury. Ciao. Okay, yes, it is Mercury. So Mercury is our communication sign, but this Mercury is in Aries. So when we get a Mercury in Aries, like I said, Aries energy is very fiery, it's very impulsive. It thinks first, says first, thinks about it later. Okay, so I should say like speaks before it thinks. Okay, so you could be having very impulsive communication with people that could lead into a blowout. It could lead into like some mental unrest where there is this back and forth that's going on between you and another person, due to perhaps you communicating in a very impulsive way. And it leads to this certain amount of restlessness, right? Or this mental unrest. We beefing basically with somebody in the month of November. And let's clarify. Yeah, and it's something that brings you a fair amount of stress because you got that 9 of Swords here, meaning that like you're bound to lose some sleep over it. It's on your mind a lot, right? You could just be driving around and you're just like, dang, I should have said that. Oh, I can't wait to cuss them out. Oh, let me go back and edit this text. Oh, right. So there's something that is on your mind very heavily, some type of pursuit, and it really causes you to make some important decisions in your life. Whatever those are, you got free will. You're the one that's going to be making that choice. But you've got an important choice that comes to you in the month of November that has something to do with some restless energy, this restless communicative energy that's happening between you and another person or you and people. That is the theme of November. So finally, we end the year in December of 2024 for you in a Mars and Capricorn energy. So this is the energy of authority. Mars in Capricorn talks about asserting your authority in some way. It could also mean seeking authority as well. It's like if you really need that help, or you could be that figure who is the help for other people, okay? So remember, Mars is the way that we take control over things in our life. And so maybe you're finding it upon yourself to just take more control over things in your life at this time, that you are the ultimate authority, or you're seeking that, like I said. So let's go ahead and clarify this December. Okay. Yep. So it's like you're keeping things in balance at this time. You are keeping great balance of your social, emotional world, your physical world, your relationships, your work life, right? You're keeping things in balance, right? You understand that it's your job and only you have control over what you can do. And it brings it, you end the year with a fair amount of emotional fulfillment with 10 of Cups, feeling like you've really accomplished some things for this year, and just being very satisfied with the relationships that you have on an emotional level. Okay. All right. So, woo, Pisces, that was a mouthful, but those are your 2024 yearly predictions month for month. I hope you had some time to kind of process through all of those, and I hope you took some notes on that as well. Please do comment, like, and subscribe if you are not subscribed already. I appreciate your support. That's all I got for you. Happy New Year, and I hope you have a blessed 2024, Pisces, and I love you so much. Bye.